Well, good morning, good afternoon or good evening. Whenever you're watching this video, welcome to or welcome back to my e-bike adventures. So, what are we doing today? Well, I'm on a completely new bike, and the bike I'm on today is the Ovia EEC from Cyrusher. And this electric bike, essentially, I will be registering as a moped here in the UK. But before we do that, let's just go over the bike and give you a little overview of essentially what's on the new Ovia EEC. Catch you in a bit. So here it is, the Ovia EEC from Cyrusher. This is a step-through e-bike with a motor that's 750 watts. Obviously, that is illegal here in the UK. But what we can do is we can register this bike, and that's what I'm going to be taking all of you through in the next couple of weeks. Essentially, we're going to register this bike as a moped and make this road legal. We'll have plates on the back, and it will be classed as a moped after the tests have all been done. But anyway, enough of that. Let me just take you over some of the key features of this bike. So first of all, we have the 20-inch, 4-inch wide fat tyres, front and rear. We have 180mm brake discs, both front and rear. Then we can see that you have a mud guard on the top, and then lifting up and having a look up, we've got the front forks, which are sprung and oil loaded. Those are not air shocks. Then we have the very bright light. If I switch the bike on, you'll see straight away that the light comes on. You're not able to turn this off at all, but it does have a low beam and a high beam. The bike comes with a 17 amp hour battery, which is situated under here. This can be removed and for safe charging on or off of the bike. It's entirely up to you, but just know that this battery can be removed. I haven't brought the key with me today, but just know that you can remove that battery if you so wish. The rear suspension of the bike, we have an air shock here. That's fully configurable, but you will need a high pressure pump to adjust that. The bike comes with these pedals. They're foldable. You just lift this, push that up, and then obviously that will save you space for storage. And when you want to ride, you just lift up and put it back into place, and that all locks back in fine. On the rear, we have the Shimano Tawny Derailleur. It's a 7-speed bike. Also on the rear of the bike, we have this rear rack, and the bike comes with fenders already fitted, except for the front one, which you have to fit yourself. On the front of the bike also, either side, we have our left and right indicators. and I'll turn right, and now I'll turn left. Again, right hand turn signal, and then a left hand turn signal. And the same can be seen on the rear of the bike. A right hand turn signal or a left hand turn signal. Also, we have an integrated brake light and rear light. Now, this won't engage. I can press the brake lever, and as you can see, nothing changes. But once I put the kickstand up and I prepare the bike, then when I press the brake, we then see that the brake light comes on. Talking of the kickstand, here, when this is down and positioned down, then we get absolutely zero power to the motor. This bike can only be ridden as a safety feature once this kickstand is up, and we also press another button on our bike computer. I almost forgot that once this bike is registered, there's already a plate here which will hold our registration plate, and there is a light above here which will illuminate the said registration plate. Now, if you wanted to charge the bike, charge the battery whilst on the bike, then we have access here. We just pull this rubber and that reveals a hole, and we can put our charging cable in there and charge the bike. Alternatively, we could take the battery out completely and charge it away from the bike if we so wished. The bike's frame comes with a bottle holder here, or for any other attachments that you may want. If we wanted to remove the battery, we do have a separate key that we go in this lock, turn it. Also under here is a little sprung loaded, and that will just pop the battery out. But as I said, I haven't brought the spare key with me, so I can't show you that, but take my word for it, I will show you it in an upcoming video. Another key feature to this bike is we're able to lock the handlebars and the steering column to the frame. Essentially, I can't move this any further, but with a key, we pop that in. Let me just turn it, and then we've unlocked our steering column. Perfect for if you want to store the bike, lock it up, etc. Okay, so going over the handlebar from left to right, on the left hand we have a grip, then we have our low beam and high beam light selector. Below this, that's our indicator buttons. Push that to go left, center for nothing, hard right to turn right. Then we have a horn. I'm not going to press it because it's really quite loud. And we've also got a park button. Once you're on the bike will not move until the kickstand is essentially raised, and then you press this button which will engage the parking. The bike also comes with two mirrors, one left and one on the right hand side. Also, just out of shot, but it is behind here, is our left brake lever, and also a reservoir of hydraulic fluid, because these are hydraulic disc brakes, both front and rear. Right, let's move on to the right hand side of our handlebar. on the right hand side of our handlebar, first of all, we've got our gear selector. As I said, 7 speeds selected by using this lever and this push button to go up and down. All very quite simple. Next, we've got another light control, which can be used in conjunction with our left one. Essentially, this does nothing here in that position. That's our low beam, and if we did have the high beam selected, then that would select the high beam and then back to low beam, back to high beam. Essentially, this doesn't switch it off at all. This just keeps the light on at all times. The bike comes in 3 pedal assist modes. These are selected via this button here. Each press will move it up. Once it gets to 3, pressing it again, it will come down to 2. Again, press it down, come to 1. And again, just so you can see, there is indeed a mirror on the right hand side. Also, here we have our twist throttle. Now, the bike can be used as throttle only, or it does have pedal assist modes as well. So you can either pedal the bike with motor assist, or if you're feeling lazy, just turn the throttle and away you go. Right, so let's go over the display, shall we? I want you to ignore this. This is my GoPro, which is attached to the handlebars. This does not come with the bike. Right, so in order to show you the display, we have to put the key in, the ignition, and turn. And there we have it. There's our display. Now, obviously, we're not moving, so this is showing 0 miles per hour. There's our battery percentage, our pedal assist mode. As I said, we'll press that button. That will take us up to 2. Press it again, takes us to 3, and then back to 1. And we can just keep cycling through whatever's needed. Unfortunately, there is only one button, so it's up until 3, and then again back down to 1. Now, the bike will not move in its current state, so we have to first of all press our parking button, and now you will notice up here that there's this red P. If I press the parking button now, there we go, that's now changed to ready. So, but if I turn the throttle, still nothing happens. And why is that? Well, like I said, that is another safety feature that Cyrusher have done. Essentially, this bike will still not move until the kickstand is raised. Now, if you've pulled over somewhere and you want to put this bike into park mode, pressing this button does not put it back into park mode. The only way to do that is to turn the bike off via the ignition, switch it on, and then we're back to standard parked mode. And there we have it. That's just a quick overview of the new Ovia EEC from Cyrusher. Cyrusher's first UK registerable e-bike. It seems I've got a little friend who's taken an interest in the bike. Hello, Mr. Squirrel. Do you like the bike? Is this your kind of bike, Mr. Squirrel? Right, so that's just a quick overview of the Ovia EEC. If registering a bike in the UK is something that you're considering, then please hit that like and subscribe button, because over the next couple of weeks we're going to be taking this bike up to Gillingham in the UK. There are several centres around, but we'll be taking this bike to get this approved as a motor vehicle single approval. We will be going over all in depth how to fill out all the forms, where to get the forms from, the things to look out for, and essentially everything that you'll need to know to register your e-bike. Now I was just using the throttle then, now I'm pedalling. I'm only pedalling on pedal assist 1. And now just using the throttle. Oh, right, that's about it. I can't really show you any more of this bike until it's registered. So as I said, stick around. Now, obviously, this bike isn't registered as yet, so I wasn't able to ride this on the roads here. So I had to wheel this bike. So unfortunately, there is no big video of me riding the bike at the moment, unfortunately. That's not something that I can legally do. Essentially, I had to walk the bike to the park, and the short bit that you got seeing me riding the bike was when we were not on the road, but indeed in a park, essentially. So we're not anywhere near the road. I've not really ridden it much. I'm going to be honest. I want to get this fully registered first before we start taking it out on the road and put it through its tests and put it through its paces rather. But as I said, if that is something that interests you, registering a bike here in the UK, then please hit that like and subscribe button, because I will be taking you all through this. I'm more than happy to answer all of your questions about registering bikes. If you need any help, assistance, then you can drop comments in the section box below, and I'll do my best to answer them as best as I can. Anyway, as I said, hit that like and subscribe button if this is something that interests you, because I will be going over this in depth. In fact, on Monday, on the 23rd of September, probably when you're watching this video, I'm going to be in a van on my way to Gillingham with this bike. So the following Monday, you will see my bike. Hopefully, if we can take cameras in there, I'm not sure if we can yet, but we'll have to see. But I will be doing a video of myself taking this bike to the service centre to get everything checked and passed, so that we can essentially apply for our number plate, which will go on the back of the bike, and we can register it, and obviously then it's a road vehicle from that point in. But yeah, if this does interest you, then stick around, because I will be showing you an in-depth look into how to register a bike yourself. In the meantime, ride safe, take care, and I'll see you next week for a completely new adventure. Bye bye.